Genius Beer Company out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. I'll have what she's having. Chocolate Hazelnut Imperial Stout. 9.4% alcohol. Let's give it a shot. Evil Genius Beer Company. You've seen it on my channel. It's plastered all over it. Up and down, very novelty. They have their hits, they have their lows, they have their highs, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to keep drinking them. This is a hazelnut chocolate imperial stout. It's an imperial stout. That's what makes the alcohol content go way up. 9.4% alcohol. It's heavy. It's a dark beer. It's a thicker beer. It's not extremely thick, but it's thicker. It's a stout, but even though it's an imperial stout, I tend to be a little bit wary of the imperial stouts. Sometimes they're extremely, the bite that you get from the alcohol content is a little overwhelming at times, especially depending if it's an ale or if it's a stout. This one, chocolate hazelnut, you're kind of getting that Nutella effect. I think that's what they were going for. I taste more chocolate than anything, but then again, hazelnut's slightly confusing because it's kind of similar to chocolate. But I get a little bit more chocolate than the hazelnut, but you can still kind of sense that the hazelnut's there. You kind of get that kind of aroma effect of the hazelnut. But I think they did a nice job with this beer. The alcohol content is so high that you're going to get that bite no matter what you do with this beer. But it is a nice chocolate hazelnut flavor, and it really does complement the stout. The stout is going to be a stout no matter what, but stouts are really like good canvases for chocolates, coffees, hazelnuts, vanillas. I do like my vanilla stouts if it has vanilla in it. But chocolate, hazelnut, coffee, again, hazelnut has that kind of slightly chocolatey, slightly coffee kind of texture or taste. And I think it really complements this beer. So the flavor notes are right there. I think the only problem with this beer is it kind of has that Evil Genius kind of twist on it, that they kind of, their signature, like there's something about it that you're just like, this is an Evil Genius beer, and I just know it. And I'm still trying to pick up on what that is. But I think that there's something, and I think it just falls into that category of it's the aftertaste. And that's my only drawback with this beer. When you take a sip of this beer, you do get kind of this lingering aftertaste. And that's my only issue with the beer. The beer itself is good. Going down is good. When you're sipping it, it's good. But once you swallow, this aftertaste kind of starts to kick in. And that's my only issue with the beer. My drinkability, though, it's a heavy beer. It's 9.4% alcohol. It's an imperial stout. There's a lot of kick. There's a lot of punch behind this beer when you're drinking it. I would probably limit it to 2. But it's a great flavored beer. It really is a good chocolate hazelnut. It's exactly how it's described on the bottle. And it meets your standard. It meets your expectations. I think this is a cold month beer. These stouts, especially the imperial stouts, how much bite and bitterness you get behind it. That's just kind of where you don't want to drink this in a hot month. On a scale of 1 to 10, though, I got to give this a solid 7. I was thinking about an 8, but again, that aftertaste kind of dialed me back. But it's a strong 7. It's a really strong 7. You're going to get your chocolate, you're going to get your hazelnut, and you're going to get your stout, and you're going to get your alcohol. So there's really not a whole lot you can go wrong with here. But if you don't like your imperial stouts, I would stay away from this. Again, imperial stouts kind of have that solid punch behind it when you're drinking them. Again, the alcohol content's really high. But again, it's a good beer, and Evil Genius did a good job with this. So again, that's Evil Genius Beer Company out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. I'll have what she's having, 9.4% alcohol. Good job.